conversation video. In this conversation video, we're going to be talking about Mr. Kanye West and his recent net worth update. So I wanted to ask you guys first, does this affect rap? Or how does this affect rap, if it affects rap at all?
Kanye West transcends rap at this point.
And I think we talked about that on our podcast, like how it's just like that shit is bigger than his hip hop shit at this point.
Kanye West is already at a position where he can do anything he wants and demand anything he wants. So an up and coming rapper,
They don't have that
they
type
don't
of leverage.
really have that kind of leverage. They can't just walk in the room and be like, okay, well, we can do X, Y, and Z, but I'm going to own my masters.
I see your point. And you're right. This has been out for, like, Prince has been saying it for how long now?
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Right.
You know, and the fact that they still haven't like taken that game and ran with it is just baffling to me. Especially nowadays when you don't have to go through the cogs or through the system.
Right.
I think it's just not having that knowledge, man. It's kind of similar to like sports.
But how would they not have that knowledge, though?
Right.
What you mean, a business?
How would they
knowledge?
not know that owning your masters outright is like the thing to do?
I think it was just this perception of like, I have to be on a label, or I have to. That's the only way I'm gonna pop on. That's the only way I'm gonna blow. So you know, you grow up in the rap game, and that's all you see, or that's all you know. Because I mean, technically, that's the way that Kanye got popular, right? He didn't just start off like that. He just eventually was able to just kind of flip it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Jay. He was eventually able to just kind of flip it. But even with Jay, like he came in with like a more of a hustler's mentality. I don't look at him as a rap guy that is a billionaire. He's Kanye West, the businessman that's a billionaire.
But he would never be a billionaire if he was never a rapper. If he just started designing these shoes and he was never a rapper, knowing who he was, I highly doubt he'd be where he is.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. You got Tinker Hatfield, which is a shoe designer, and he's not a rapper. He's just a dope designer.
Yeah, but people were buying his stuff at first because it was Kanye West. Yes, they were.
It's not true.
It is true.
It was a dope shoe.
No, it was because
A lot of
it was
people
Kanye.
have come.
When he
Jay-Z,
first started designing stuff, they were buying it because he was Kanye West.
Jay-Z did the S. Carter shoes. They fucking tank. 50 Cent, even in his highest point, did his G Unit shoes. They had a hot little buzz at first, but the shoe was just trash.
I'm sure it was a nice shoe as well. But
it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. The shoe was trash.
Kanye's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because he even designed shirts and jackets and all kinds of shit. People were buying that shit because he's Kanye.
The shirts, maybe. The shoe game is different, bro.
Right, but he's not just doing shoes for Gap, right? He's doing clothes.
Oh, you talking? I mean, yeah.
I'm saying so.
But he got popular off the shoes, though.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I'm saying.
But
So
I'm saying if he was never a rapper and he just walked in with just those shoes, I don't know if it would have got as popular as it did. I just don't.
Because Kanye was standing Kanye the musician first before the shoe game.
And then people
to Rod's point, they got to be fly. I don't know if that's what people.
Yeah, I'm not saying
say.
they're not.
Right. But I agree.
I think
Mike,
that holds weight, though, more so than him being a rapper.
What I'm saying is, if he was never a rapper, it would still hold weight. But I don't know that he would move up
The
the way he did.
opportunities would have been fewer.
Yes.
Like he
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to get on the phone with whoever's running.
Exactly.
Right.
He was already someone.
I think Kanye was legacy-wise. I think it was solidified, but it got a little muddy with some of the things he was doing. This got it back to just talking about Kanye and his accomplishments, and the fact that became the headline. Because I think this dropped right after the divorce and stuff like that. So Kanye was like, in terms of his.
I thought he was on watch.
Yeah, it wasn't looking good in terms of what we were talking about when it came to Kanye. Now it's about, here's this guy that, has become this billionaire, and that they said that report wasn't true, by the way, that he wasn't a billion. Yeah.
It was in the works.
Yeah, that's why they said, I read it here, it says,
but
they estimate his net worth.
They're saying he's not currently there.
Yeah, currently. But should everything go as planned,
The deal
will
would
become
put him-
like,
Yeah.
So that's a hell of an accomplishment. My thing is like, what next? What are you like? You just gonna hoard the money? You just gonna what are you gonna do?
He's gonna reinvest it. I think he'll because he's known for being very charitable, and I think he'll just reinvest it in everything, more ideas that he wants to do. That's what a good
I
businessman
didn't know
would
Kanye
do.
was known for being very charitable.
The other people that say like how he just is really generous. He take care of everyone in the room when it comes to whatever. Like Like it could be like the person that's cleaning up or whatever. Like he just takes care of everyone.
Saha definitely said that if you have any little thing that inspires an idea that he comes up with in the studio, he'll put your name on it, or he'll have his people reach out to you and get you published, and you'll get compensated if you contribute something to the idea. The smallest little thing, he said it could be from like getting him a bottle of water to whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, but well, I mean, if you're giving people bottles of water,
I mean,
shit,
yeah.
you know.
But I'm just thinking in terms of.
I hope everybody leave the studio and be like, yo, these motherfuckers are charitable. I came for a meeting. I got a bottle of water.
Right.
And he offered me too.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Like, you not hear what he just said?
We just had a meeting like that, didn't we?
That's what I'm saying. He's driving home right now. Be like, yo, those guys.
Man, them Negroes,
Man.
boy.
And it was actually cold water.
Man, they learned.
What he said is that person that gave him water. I know you're kidding. I just want to clarify. That person that gave him water, if he felt like that inspired him to do something, he's like, fuck, man, that person brought me this water, and you know what? I'm gonna give him some publishing.
He brought me some water. I'm gonna give him some ice.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just like, in terms of like, you got a lot of money, you got a lot of wealth, you know, like he can do whatever he wants with his money. It's his choice. I just want to say that for the record. But you know, it would be dope if he kind of, you know, did some shit for the city, you know, for his city. That I'm just, you know, that.
I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think he's just gonna get out.
It was charitable.
Yeah.
Because I think first he may.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, shit, you got what, $6 billion, bro?
Why
Like,
he got?
you can buy a couple of you know, shelters or some shit or whatever.
A couple who?
Rec centers or something.
I would look at y'all very much sideways if y'all demand that of Kanye West.
I'm not demanding it. I
Or
said
if
it
you
would
even
be nice.
expect it out of Kanye West.
It would be cool.
Because y'all don't demand that or expect it out of all your other idols. So I don't see why Kanye.
All my idols are dead.
That me too. But I mean, if I just think it would be weird if we started expecting Kanye West to do that type of thing. I mean, he can do whatever he wants with his money. The only thing I would be slightly concerned with is if he starts trying to put it into political powers and political actions.
He probably
Because
will.
we've already seen that he doesn't really think that kind of shit through. I'm happy for Kanye. I'm happy that he found something that he's passionate about. I'm happy for Kanye. Like, do your thing. And I don't need him to. I think it would definitely be very cool if he reinvested it into the city and tried to fix things. Parts of that just kind of worries me, though.
What you said worries me about the politics thing. Shit, that's a lot of bread, bro.
Because he was already on that wave tip last
Kanye
year.
becomes evil Kanye? Evil Ye?
He's already that.
Man.
He just happens to make some cool shoes for you guys.
Let's Ye? Mm-mm.
I mean, he's been out here saying and doing all kinds of fucked up stuff, and
Right.
as long as he's making tight shoes, no one cares. But I don't know, man. Keep making your cool shoes, but outside of that, I'm not really looking to Kanye for anything other than that.
I'm not either.
You know,
I mean,
I don't think it changes the landscape of shit. You know, he was able to get into that lane where he is extremely passionate, and I think that that's fucking dope. If anything, I think this is a testament to someone grinding and grinding and grinding, being told no, being kicked out the room, being basically told you ain't shit, you can't do it, and somehow he made it work. And that's really the only piece of this that I'm looking at. I don't look at this for inspiration or anything like that.
So and he knows, and I think he's fully aware of that. You know, he's fully aware of that. It's the most valuable thing you have is your ideas.
Yeah, but sometimes his ideas are poisonous.
No, for sure. Like on the political tip and all that stuff. Like
Even outside of politics, just even
No.
socially. his
yeah,
ideas
socially,
are-
political tip, all of that stuff. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's dangerous. It can be dangerous.
And when
but-
you're funding someone like that, that's when things get sketchy. Because, you know, people, no matter how fucked up they think someone's ideas are socially and or politically, if that person has a lot of money, they start to hold their opinion a lot more valuable. And that's the part that gets scary, you know, for me when I'm looking at younger people. You know, because it seems like all y'all have forgotten all the shit that he was saying before.
Exactly.
You know,
Like,
it's the second he puts out a fly new shoe, everyone's gonna forget all of
all the fuck shit he
detrimental,
done did.
toxic, dangerous shit that he was saying and doing. And this is a clear. I mean, this is Gap.
right.
Gap. You know, this dude was telling people that slavery is a choice on TV, and Gap, one of the most friendly companies ever, comes around the corner and is like, "Hey, man, we want you to design clothes."
And I was looking for the shit. I was looking to see if anybody were actually going to bring that up and remember that, and it was just like, nah, Kanye.
It's crickets.
Great job. I was like, okay, did we forget?
To me, this just kind of shows that like people will easily ignore the fucked up things people will do and say as long as they can benefit from that person. What else does Kanye have to do or say? Like, this is a black man married to a white woman telling white television that black people were slaves by choice. And this is the guy y'all made the most rich black man in history. Good job. Right. Like, there are activists who are poor.
Well, I think
you know what I mean. Like, it's just, I don't know.
I think the thing is that he did a hell of a PR run after that shit though. Like, he became like this holier endowed dude. Like, he started talking about Jesus this, Jesus that, trying to clean all of that up.
That's all it takes, huh?
For some people, obviously, for Gap it did. It's like, okay, you know what? He found Jesus.
Amazing.
Damn.
He found Jesus.
If he did that shit,
And then now everything else is good.
That's crazy.
I don't think he did that to get the dude. You think he did?
What if?
They said it's genuine.
Who's they?
Who's saying?
Just people that interact with him. They say that this
right now it's Gap. They want it to be genuine.
Right, they all wanted to be genuine. But yeah, after all of that, he did do all of that stuff, but I don't think he's done anything since then. It's been talks about his mental state and just the whole Jesus thing. That's the only thing he's been, and then Kim trying to divorce him. That's it. That's all. The only thing you hear Kanye now. So I think he just went on this crazy press run with the whole Jesus thing, and you know, his mental health. So people was feeling bad for him for that. So I think all of that played into cleaning all of that stuff up. Yeah. So I think that's what helped him.
I just think that it's funny that this is the person that America has made the most rich black person. Someone who actively went in the public eye and said extremely detrimental things about black people.
Right.
The same type of shit that people will look at Candace Owens, Stacey Dash, and be like, "You're done. We hate you." If they made some fly shoes, though, then I don't know.
He was done, but
he was never done, Ken. He was only done for you and B.
His energy bar was really, really low.
It wasn't, bro.
Yes, it was. Like, it was really.
His albums were still flying off the
but
shelves.
that's gonna happen regardless. But I think image-wise, I think he was like hurt.
What does that mean?
Like, he took some damage.
How can he be done if his albums are still flying off the shelf? He made a fucking Christian album, and people were still eating it up.
He won a Grammy off of it.
You know what I'm saying? So where was his energy bar low at?
I think his reputation took some hits. Now, was he like, officially out and down for the count? No, but that little energy bar that was green, that motherfucker was like right here. It was red. He get a couple of more hits, he was done. Black people love to celebrate a win, and when they see a black man as one of the richest men in America, they're gonna celebrate that there will be some that will celebrate that as an accomplishment.
Wait, is that what it is? Is he one of the richest men in America, period, or black men? I thought it was black.
Black.
Oh, he's probably both.
They said black.
The richest
Okay.
black
No,
man.
Black.
yeah, there's a
There's a
huge difference there.
Yes, it is. It is.
There's still probably
Let's get that
35
twisted. Yeah.
But here's the
white
thing.
people.
But you're right. You see how I messed that up? There's a lot of black people that messed that up. So for them, they were like, man, Kanye, boy, there's a rich black man in America, boy. We coming up. And that's gonna be good enough for them.
I get it. I get it. But again, I just think it's interesting that that's who made it.
It is.
That's who made it.
And it's interesting. I mean, that is the thing that could kind of, turn this whole thing, the conversation about Ye around, and people kind of forget about that.
Because y'all were riding on that shit hard, man. Hard. And the second them shoes came out, oh, fuck that. I'll be slaves, bro.
I can run the freedom of these
right. Right. Shit. I can run the whole Underground Railroad with these motherfuckers, boy. Shit. You cut my foot off, no sir. That's an expensive ass foot now, boy. I'm gonna fight for that foot.
That remind me like when Tommy had said that shit about Tommy Hilfiger had said shit about black people.
Yeah, it didn't last long, did
That
it?
shit they last long. People still buy Polo.
Nope, it never
Ralph
does.
Lauren,
It
all that
rarely
shit.
does,
But
man.
didn't they say that was a fake news?
They
No, it was
did.
not. They did. They tried to,
that,
but it was
but-
not fake. That was real. That
He
was
didn't
very
say
real.
black people can't buy my clothes.
Man, he did.
So did you stop buying his clothes?
I never bought Tommy.
I didn't
Yeezy.
either.
Yeah, I didn't. On another podcast, I said, yeah, man, it's hard for me to buy Yeezys because of all the shit that he's been doing lately.
Mm-hmm.
He has his own thoughts and opinions about things. I might not necessarily agree with him, but you know, it is what it is.
What would he have to say in order for you to be like, man,
I can't support him.
If saying that black people chose to be slaves and making the comment of, well, I mean, there's a whole bunch of y'all. So it sounded like it was a choice.
Well, well, see, but here's the thing with Kanye. I just think Kanye just doesn't know how to articulate shit.
The fact that he went from, wasn't he like struggling with money at one point?
He was in
Now-
debt. Yeah,
backward.
He was in
Yeah.
debt.
That's what the article says.
So for him to go to this,
yeah.
I mean, that's I mean, good for him. But I mean, y'all know I don't care for Kanye like that. So
Oh, as a person, too?
On that note,
I mean, I just don't.
I thought it was just the music.
I don't buy nothing. I mean, I don't support nothing Kanye no more.
Same.
on that note,
I'll bootleg his shit though.
Say thing.
I don't even listen
Kanye
to
is
it.
a choice.
Yeah, that's my choice to buy his shit. I'll still listen
Right.
to it. Fuck that.
Yeah.
He put out a fucking hot jam. I'm gonna listen to that motherfucker.